Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the serial communication in Arduino. So here as you can see that the serial is actually used for the communication between the different Arduino boards or the Arduino and a computer or with the other devices. So actually all Arduino boards have at least one serial port, also known as the UART or USART serial, and it communicates on digital pins 0 and 1, which is actually the receiver and transmitter, and you will need one USB to communicate using a computer. So this is my Arduino board here, Arduino Uno I am going to use, and this one is the Arduino Uno I have, and as you can see that there are two pins 0 and 1. 0 is the receiver and 1 is the transmitter. So this pin will communicate using the serial, and you will need one USB. So in the Arduino Uno, as you can see that there is already a USB to connect with the Arduino, and here as you can see that the LED is blinking, the power LED is blinking, means the Arduino is connected to the computer. So now we can actually code and see in the Arduino IDE how we can use the serial monitor to get what we want. Now just open the Arduino IDE, and as you can see here that there are already two functions. One is the void setup and the another one is the void loop. Void setup actually gives us the we can write here the command or the code which we want to run only once. Like first of all we need to initialize the baud rate, like serial dot begin 9600. So 9600 will be the baud rate of the Arduino, which means that it's actually shows us the number of bits processing per unit second. Okay, so now in the void loop I am going to use the while statement, while, and now let's write serial dot available equals to 0. This actually detects if there is something available on the serial monitor or not, int. And now let's define an integer, a variable named value, where we will store whatever we will type on the serial monitor here, and then let's just return the value and print it on the same serial monitor with the serial dot println and print here value. Okay, so as I have already connected the Arduino with my computer, now let's first of all verify the code. So the code is compiled, and then upload the code to the Arduino. So the code is done uploading, and now open the serial monitor here. So here as you can see that this one is the box where we can actually type something. So let me just show you. Let's type 0 here, and I am getting 48 in return. Okay, then let's type 5 here, and as you can see that I am getting 53 here. Let me just show you what it is. Go to the files, then examples, communication, and then on the ASCII table, and here you will get a link here. Just open the link. This one is actually the ASCII table. Let me just zoom in for you, and here as you can see that for the 0, the decimal 0 is actually the character which I am typing there, and for 0 the equivalent decimal is the 48, and for 1 it is 49, and for 2 it's 50. So from the ASCII table you can find this. So let me just show you how we can correct the code here. Just in the int value subtract this by the character value 0, and this will be fixed. Meanwhile we are actually subtracting the character value from the character value to get the integer what we actually want. If we are looking for any character, then that's okay, but if you want to convert that into integer, then just use this to convert the character into integer, and then upload the code again. So the code is done uploading, and go to the serial monitor, and let me just type here, let's say 20. So you will get 20. Okay, So let's just type here 0, you will get 0. Let's type here 1, you will get 1. Let's type here 47, so you should get 4 and 7. So this is working good. Okay, so now imagine that if you want to show here any characters in and respect in instead of the integer here, so we can actually change a bit here. So first of all, we need just delete this one, go to the void setup, and first of all declare a character. Let's say we want any character named input name. Okay, so the character name I am going to write here is the name, and then in the serial begin you can actually write some message if you want the Arduino to print, like serial dot print ln, and you can write here hello. Just write here hello, and you can write anything whatever you like. So now in the void loop, so in the last program, as you can, I hope you remember that I have used the while statement, and now I am going to use the if statement to read if there is something available or not. If serial dot available, so this will actually read that if something is available there or not. So let's just store that in the name equals to serial dot read. Okay, and now what we want is just to print that serial dot s has to be in the uppercase, serial dot print and name. Okay, so actually you can remove this from the character name from there, and you can also define it here as the character name, and this is, I guess this is done. So let's just upload the code. Okay, now the code is done uploading. Open the serial monitor, and here as you can see that the Arduino is saying hello, or flashing a message called hello. So let's just if I write Akram Lab here and hit enter, so this returns the Akram Lab. So if I write here hello world, so it will return hello world. So there is no space, you can actually change here in the name, and then you can just use serial dot print for a space, that's it. So in this way you can actually use the serial monitor to return a function, and also you can use the serial command in the serial monitor to control the input output pins of the Arduino. So now I am going to show you how you can actually blink the LED which is already interfaced here in the pin 13. As you can see that this LED is actually interfaced in the Arduino's digital input output pin 13, and let me just show you how you can write this. So let's just delete that. If you want something message you can keep it. So first of all we need to initialize here which pin I am going to use as input or as an output. So pin mode, the 13th pin is the LED which will obviously the output. So pin mode output, and then the serial begin, and then we need if serial dot available is greater than 0. This is actually the another way to write if something is available there or not, and then just let's define this in any other form. Character, let's write here value again. Okay, so character value equals to serial dot read, and then in here we need to change because we want to control the input output pin of the Arduino. So character this, and then if, let's say that if value equals to let's say high, okay, or value equals to high in caps, or in the lowercase also, because some of you may type in the lowercase. So in the if value, now what we need is to write here digital write, and what we want is to turn on the LED. So 13 has to be high. Okay, and if you want, then you can actually print here some message also, serial dot print. Okay, so s needs to be in uppercase, so the serial dot print, and let's flash the message here, LED is on. Okay, and similarly what you need is for the another to turn off the LED, and just the same code, but you obviously need to change the value of the character. So first of all, let's write here low or value equals to low. Then this is also in the if statement, so you can actually use the digital you can also use the if else here, digital write 13 and to turn this low. Okay, and then print a message if you want, like serial dot print ln in the new line, and let's print LED is off. Okay, and here also just write print ln, and then if you want you can use a delay here or not. I guess it should work properly. So let me just verify the code. So okay, there is some error here. Okay, so this has to be the colon, semicolon actually. Okay, so the compilation is done, and now let's upload the code. So here as you can see that the code is done uploading, and go to the serial monitor here, and let's type high to turn on the LED, and then hit enter. So when I hit enter, the LED you can see is not turned on, and as well as here as you can see that this is not flashing any message. So here as you can see, I am going to show you why this is happening. So it's basically because the character has to be only one character, and it is not going to read the large value, the large characters. Let me, okay, so let's just try here. Let me just show you. Instead of high, let's just use capital H and small h, and here in the L instead of low in the uppercase and the lowercase, and then upload the code. And after the code is done uploading, let's open the serial monitor, and here if I write H, then the LED is on, as well as the message is flashing here, LED is on. And let's say if I write L, then the LED is off, and as you can see that the LED is off. If you use uppercase H, then LED is on. If you use uppercase L, so the LED is off. And in this way you can actually control the any digital input output pins of the Arduino just using the serial monitor here. And hope this video will help you to understand some better applications of Arduino, and some new communication which you can use to control any input outputs of the Arduino board, or help you in any of your project. Okay, thank you.